On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. We're live at the United Center where the Chicago Bulls have home court advantage. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Eric Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, "I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. That effort permeates through the entire team. In this game, pitting two conference rivals against one another. A little extra riding on this one. We'll see it, too.
Yeah, you'll see, because the game will get a little chippy, a little physical, and both of these teams understand they both can't get to the conference finals.
Oh, talking out there, too, huh?
Yeah,
were you a talker?
Big talker.
Were you?
Yes, I loved it.
Plus, you're in broadcasting. I see the connection. I've been waiting. I finally have figured it out. So here's Miami's starting group. Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Dion Waiters is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Rondo. The baseline J. No good there. And Miami the other way now. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. From the low block, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Chicago with the ball. 4-point game. Rondo against Dragic. Here's Gibson. He kicks it to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Lopez, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
From 12 feet out. And the rebound goes to Lopez. On defense, the Heat. Offside Rondo. The dish to Gibson. Chris Bosh with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Puts it up. He doesn't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Rondo. They get it back.
Tremendous box out. I love how he bodied up, held his ground. Textbook. Old school rebounding.
Whiteside sets the pick for Winslow. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, the league going more up-tempo with more three-point shooting. That's not, though, the Miami Heat.
No, they're at the bottom of the league as far as pace and as far as three-point shooting. This team makes its bones at the defensive end of the floor. That's really where they excel.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
He hits the second from the line.
The Bulls last year with a surprisingly disappointing season. They missed the playoffs for the first time since 2008, ended up 9th in the East, 1 spot out of the playoffs.
Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Here's Waiters. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Chicago with the ball, trailing by 5. And although the Bulls were able to finish above 500 with a 42-40 record, Steve, fans were hoping to see that team challenge for the East title in the playoffs.
A big problem for the Bulls was the rest of the East and their own division drastically improved as well. The Bulls were a team that just couldn't get it going last season.
Wade misses.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Dragic. Bosh in the post, defended by Gibson. Bulls trail by 5. Wade kicks to Rondo. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Raiders against Wade. Lopez, no luck. And it goes out of bounds. Went off Dragic.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. Here's Wade. Here's the screen. And Mirotic kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Rondo. Passes it to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Here's Butler. Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Waiters has it in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist in this one.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Yeah, I think so. Reason why you get your confidence early, and then late in the games, you're able to knock down those shots.
And the basket by Wade.
You can throw everyone and everything at Wade, but sometimes it doesn't matter.
And you look over the career of Dwayne Wade. He was initially a slasher, but he's improved his shot and pull-up jumper immensely, and even has become a threat from deep if you give him space. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rondo with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stolen by Waiters. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Started.
Changes for Chicago. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Valentine comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Williams comes in for Justice Winslow. Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Valentine. Trying to find Mirotic, gets it to him.
Mirotic is looking to throw it down when he's near the rim. He can get up quickly.
The Heat leading by 8. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Back to Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Richardson. Johnson dishes to Bosch. A 15-footer. A shot off that time. And in Chicago the other way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now the pass to Valentine. It's stolen by Johnson. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Grant kicks to McDermott. Feeds it to Mirotic. Now here's Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Tony Snell.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler. He spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
Hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
Anytime they get a whiff of a fast break opportunity, they are sprinting ahead of everyone on the opposition.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Johnson is out there with Richardson. Then it's James Johnson. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Johnson, a wide open look. And it's Johnson again missing. Bulls trail by 10. Now Valentine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Got a piece of it. And here is Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Richardson. Miami leading by 10. From 12 feet out, Chicago grabs the miss. And with Chicago and the Bulls, it seems that no matter what the current team does, they'll always be playing in the shadow of his airness, Michael Jordan.
Tough act to follow when you talk about the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls. Every great player that Bulls have, they get compared to Michael Jordan. That's just not fair.
He feeds it to Johnson. Bosh, the screen. Here's McDermott. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. McDermott's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bulls. Johnson kicks to Williams. Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Bosh against Gibson. Bosh with the bucket.
Timeout.
Bosh has got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Chicago calls timeout. Steve, I still remember when you went to Atlanta in that trade from Miami. Pretty much everyone agreed it was a heist. It was a steal for the Hawks. Do you think we see less lopsided trades these days?
Yeah, we do, Kevin. Reason why? Because of the salary cap. You're trying to match money and money together. And I think right now, Kevin, you're starting to see because of the contract situations, you want value for value. So they're not as lopsided as they used to be.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Robin Lopez is checked in for McDermott. Jimmy Butler comes in for Tony Snell. Wade, he's checked in for Valentine. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Grant. Bulls trail by 10. Rondo passes to Lopez. Wade outside. Clock at 6. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
If you let Wade get the ball that deep, there really isn't anything you can do.
Winslow setting the pick for Waiters. Ellington dishes to Waiters. Here's Whiteside. Good on the 7-footer. Whiteside's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Heat. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Butler. Tries again. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Bulls shooting their first free throws of this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That free throw missing.
Fred Hoiberg with the Bulls. Still on his learning curve. Coming from the college game to the pro, he still has some adjustments to go.
Mirotic is checked in for Taj Gibson. And the second free throw, good.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good from Dragic. And for Hoiberg, I think the Bulls know, Steve, that he'll have a bit of a learning curve as this is his first time as a head coach in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, when you start looking at the NBA, they want you to win now. But for Fred Hoiberg, it is a learning curve. And last year, I thought, was a learning curve for Hoiberg. This year should be better.
Dragic with another miss. Bulls trail by 7. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
2 minutes, 2-1.
Waiters with the ball. He has 7. Whiteside, and the layup's good off the glass. Whiteside's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. Wants to get it to Butler and does. Back to Lopez. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
At the line for the Bulls. 1 shot.
Miami leading by 6. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Goran Dragic drops them both. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Lopez, a screen on Whiteside. And it's Wade in the corner. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
It's not often you see that kind of mental lapse. He just lost track of where it was.
James Johnson's checked in for the Heat. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ellington the pass to Dragic. Right side a screen. Clock at 6. Shot on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Wade up top. Ellington defending. Here's Rondo. A rebound by Johnson. The Heat leading by 6.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
I think you're right, but so often we see teams who aren't thinking about it.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Ellington. Launches it. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. And we've reached halftime in this one. Heat out front, leading by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the 2-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They have a 9-point lead. Shaq?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
I thought the difference was he was more aggressive.
And here are the Bulls now. 9-point game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, they've got Jimmy Butler. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Outside Rondo. Lopez outside. Kicks it to Wade. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Whiteside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Rondo dishes to Gibson. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Miami grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
And right now we're seeing the rise of great passing in the NBA, so valuable offensively, obviously. Is that a natural talent of players, or is it a mentality? Is it a learned aspect of the game? How would you classify?
All of the above, Kevin. There are some guys that make the right pass, but they see the open guy they're hitting. Then there's some guys that can see 2 plays ahead and see the play developing. And then there are some guys that got to learn how to become passers. You know, you have a lot of, as long as you pass it, it's pretty good. But then there's some guys that just gift it.
Who are some of the guys that you mentioned who can see a play or 2 ahead? Who are some of those guys that have that kind of feel for the game?
Like Chris Paul. I mean, he sees the floor so well and see the play developing before it happens. LeBron James is another guy like that. Rondo is one of the best, I think, in the business. A lot of guys being able to see the floor. Ricky Rubio can see the floor pretty well. So a lot of guys, I think, can really pinpoint passes and see the play develop.
Oh, crafty move right there. When you're giving up height like that, it's time to break out and use that fadeaway.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. McDermott's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Butler. Valentine's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Miami, Williams, he's checked in for Whiteside. Richardson comes in for Winslow. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Here's Richardson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Bosch gets it to go on the assist by Richardson. And the Heat lead by 8.
You got to love when you can get looks this close to the basket.
And you watch Chris Bosh out there, always in the right spot, be it on offense or defense. Doesn't get enough credit for how well he positions himself. Always moving to open space to create an outlet or get an easy jump shot.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been a great fit in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. Here's Johnson. Following the score by Taj Gibson. Stolen by Grant. With the shot. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Now here's Bosch. From deep, Richardson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Waiters. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. There's the feed to Valentine. Gibson passes to Valentine, dishes it to McDermott. Shot clock at 6. Valentine kicks to Gibson. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And again, no good by Chicago. The Heat leading by 6. Williams dishes to Richardson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
There's 1:38 left here in the third quarter. Good on the shot.
The long arms of Mirotic. When he's got a good chance to shoot down inside, he's always going to take it.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Johnson the screen, and it's Bosch at the elbow. And it's Miami with another.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Grant kicks to McDermott. Back to Grant. There's the dish to Mirotic. And it's Grant in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. The Heat leading by 5.
Grant!
Johnson outside. It's Richardson on the wing. Bosch in the post. Gibson on him. It's good. Bosch has got 6 in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Mirotic kicks to Grant. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. And the Heat lead by 9.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Gibson the screen. Mirotic the pass to Grant. From deep three-point range. Misses. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Heat lead by 9. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
All right, put together 3 or 4 stops in a row. Come on, just concentrate on good basketball right now.
Compressing it down to these few minutes, Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to focus in defensively.
And talking to one another, quicker rotations, the help has to be there on time if they want to come up with these stops.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. A lot of length up front with Bosch and Whiteside in the middle. Wayne Ellington is out there with Dragic, and it's Winslow in at the 3. That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Rondo. He kicks it to Lopez. Butler against Winslow. And stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Bosch. Over to the left wing. Winslow dishes to Ellington. Now Dragic. Pass to Whiteside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Rondo kicks to Lopez. He dishes it to Wade. And the layup is good.
He has been one of the only positive things for his team. Everyone else is struggling.
The Heat leading by 8. Outside Dragic. Now the pass to Bosch. Fade away. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
Waiters, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, guys. Well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
And so here is Chicago. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Lopez kicks to Butler. Baseline try. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
A beautiful stroke from Butler. He has great touch from there.
And here is Waiters. Top of the key. Rondo with the rebound.
When you're that wide open from a very makeable distance, you have to come away with points.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Dragic kicks to Bosch. They set the pick. And it's Waiters atop the key. That shot misses.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. That's in coming off an assist from Dragic. 9 points for Dion Waiters.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Mirotic the pass to Butler. And it's Wade in the corner. Clock at 6. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Miami leading by 4. Dragic kicks to Bosch. There's a good screen. Waiters up top. Here's the 3. Sinks the triple.
He might not be the first option to take that 3, but when he's that open, he can knock it down once in a while.
Lopez a screen on Winslow. Butler attacking. Lopez kicks to Wade. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
When Lopez starts going to work on you, sometimes fouling is your only option.
Robin Lopez at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. And he ends up making the second, and that turns the lead to 6.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just 1 miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now here's Whiteside. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. And again, Miami with the triple.
The defense has to stay on their toes on him. They have to be active guarding the perimeter, or they will continue to get burned.
Gibson with the screen on Winslow. Butler attacking. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
Now that's an energetic drive to the rim by Jimmy Butler. Speed and strength.
At the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. And so Butler nails both of them.
You see why Jimmy Butler is so respected. A bona fide talent who continues to add different wrinkles to his game.
Winslow against Butler. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. And it goes down 2 points. And that's 13 points for Chris Bosh. Bulls trail by 9. Here's Butler. To the left wing. Left side, Gibson. Lopez. And he makes good on the layup.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
59 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Raiders against Wade. Right side, a screen. Bosh, a screen on Gibson. 6 to shoot. Raiders no luck.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Yeah, they need to start functioning at triple speed here.
Butler kicks to Lopez. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Not who you picked to come up with a huge shot, but nevertheless, Robin Lopez just delivered a huge shot for his team.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. 32 foul. At the 1 point, Goran Dragic. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wade outside, stolen by Waiters. Feeds it to Dragic. And so it's Miami winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clicking?
I mean, everybody's playing hard, you know, even the guys from the bench. You know, we need everybody, even including the bench. Everybody has to be focused, play hard, and especially in defense.
True team effort, got it done tonight. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.